Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah. Rabbi srahli sadari wa yassirli amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Respected elders and beloved brothers and sisters in Indonesian Muslim community in Calgary, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Inshallah, we will continue our reading of Surah Yusuf. We will cover verses number 28, 29, and 30 today. Inshallah. Before we start, let's recite these verses together. A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Falamma ra'a qamisahu qudda min duburin qala innahu min kaidikunna inna kaidakunna azim. Yusufu a'rid an hadha wastaghfiri li dhanbik innaki kunti minal khati'in. وقال نسوة في المدينة امرأة العزيز تراود فتاها عن نفسه قد شغفها حبا إنا لنراها في ضلال مبين صدق الله العظيم. Brother and sister, there are two opinions. First opinion is these words come from Siti Zulaiha's husband, in this case, the Aziz. So here in the translation and also in the one of the references that we use from Syekh Yasir Qadhi is also go along. They both go along with the opinion that it was her husband who said this. So here. The word from Syekh Yasir Qadhi's book, So when her husband saw that Yusuf's shirt was torn from the back, he said to her, first opinion, right? This must be an example of the cunning of you women. Indeed, your cunning is so shrewd. So the first opinion is from husband. So here you can see that. So now he found out because the shirt was torn at the back. So he found out that it was his wife's fault. And then so he said that this is your scheme. Your scheme, your kaid. So inna kaida syaitani do'ifa. So in Surah An-Nisa, Allah said, Azza wa Jalla, that the scheme of the Satan is weak. But here, the scheme of this woman, here, if you notice, the word is actually in plural. Kunna. So the plan of women is azim, is great. So one of the learning is like this. So if you are a man and a woman, and you know, let's say you like each other or whatever, right? But the woman has a plan. So if you're the same way as a plan, then you need to be very careful when in the same room, in this just by yourself, because the plan that she might have would be very great, and you will not be able to resist that. So that's why to stop that in Islam, that it is forbidden, to be a mahram, just women and women in a room together. That's forbidden. This is to prevent this thing happen. Normally it's the guy who wants to do something, and the woman that doesn't want. So usually that's the case, and sometimes this can be avoided. But if the woman wants to do something and the guy is there, it is very hard to resist. So that's why avoid this situation. So that's one of the things. So this is one opinion. The second opinion is basically this was words coming from the witness, the family of the wife. Siti Zulaiha, the lady, the wife names is Zulaiha. That's why he's based on this opinion, which is the opinion that is written by Sidi Luai Fatohi in this book. Yeah. So that's why you see that earlier I just mentioned also that instead of using women in singular form, yeah, instead of saying kaidiha, singular woman, but here kaidikunna in plural. Yeah. So he's trying to, so this person didn't want to be direct. Yeah. So the opinion that go along, the opinion that goes along that this is the word, these are words from the witness, said that you see this the word in plural. So the witness doesn't, because it's from her family, doesn't want to be direct. Yeah. So he said it in the plural form. Yeah, not direct. Oh, this is a scheme from women, and the scheme for women is great. Yeah, is irresistible in this kind of situation. So he didn't say it directly. So that's the first one. The next ayah number 29. So let's go along the opinion from the husband, yeah, who said it. So the husband said, Yusuf, forget about this, forget about what happened. So the husband probably said that, you know, with his ego, right? It's happening now sometimes as well in the very high level person, right? In a high status, sometimes they are so scared that something bad from his or her family came out to the public. So try to stop it. Yeah. So here, out of 4 person, it's only Yusuf the outsider, right? So Yusuf, forget it. Yeah, forget about this. Yeah, forget about what happened. And then he turned to his wife. Wastaghfiri li dzambik. Yeah. Seek forgiveness for your sin. Okay, so here it's interesting because they are from ancient Egypt, right? They are not Muslim, but even now, right? Betraying spouse is, you know, husband betraying wife or wife betraying husband is a sin, whether you are religious people or not. Yeah, here in the West, premarital relationship is not even a sin. Yeah, it's not even criminal. But the moment you get married, betraying spouse is a sin. Yeah, this is even without religion. Of course, in Islam, it's a sin, right? So wastaghfiri bizambi. Yeah, innaka kunti mina khotiin. You are the wrongdoer. Yeah, saying to his wife. Yeah, same thing. I mean, this could be said by the witness as well, right? Yusuf, forget about this. Yeah, forget about what happened because the witness is from her family, right? Right. So he want to protect Zulekha as well. Yusuf, forget about this. Forget about what happened. And again, but here wastaghfir li zambik mean the opinion is that the witness asked Zulekha, Lady Zulekha, to seek forgiveness from her husband. Okay. Yeah, so because in ki kunti minal khotiin, because you are the wrongdoer. Okay, so the idea is that to stop this gossip from going out, right? So you can see that it is, you know, this is like betraying husband, but you know, it's very light punishment. Just seek forgiveness. Yeah, this is because of the ego. Yeah, sometimes of a person in a high status. They don't want to have these blemishes going out of their house. I want to stop it by the door. And sometimes they did even worse by bribing people not to police or whatever, not to you know, to say anything about this, not to investigate this and so on and so forth. This happened now. And this happened in ancient Egypt. Yeah, you can see the archetype of this situation even in the Quran now. In Surah Yusuf, you can see the Aziz, right? Very high profile people. He didn't want people to know that his wife trying to seduce the slave. Yeah, he didn't want people to hear that. But in the next ayah, then and now, gossip always prevail, unfortunately. Yeah. So here, let me just open the screen. Here, the keyword is, yeah, there are 2 things that I want to say about this ayah, but the first one is, let's just look into turo widu. Yeah, turo widu is seeking to seduce. So the Mufassirun said that despite what happened, it didn't stop Zulaiha to continue to seduce Yusuf. So she didn't stop. She continued the next day, the next week, and so on and so forth. And it's so obvious, yeah, that people or the other slave probably in the household see it. So they start gossiping, and it came out, yeah. And the women of the cities, waqala niswatum fil Madinah, the women of the city. So we learn it in Surat Hujurat as well, yeah. So there is a tendency. So we don't see this as a negative thing that, you know, the Quran about women. It's not like that. It's a warning for women in the Quran. Yeah, you are you know, created with tendency, inclination to gossip, right? Whereas men, the inclination is to be proud, to be arrogant. Yeah, so men tend to be arrogant. Women tend to speaking about other people. Yeah, so the Quran says, give an archetype. So be careful. Don't please realize this so that you can stop. When you know this, you know where to stop. When you know this tendency, you know where you know that you have to stop. Yeah, or you need to avoid it. Yeah, so waqala niswatun fil Madinah. Yeah, so the other thing that I want to say is that the word here, here they translated as chief minister or the Aziz wife. Yeah, but the word that is used is not zawjah here, but imra'at. Yeah, imra'at mean the women of the Aziz, because the Quran is so precise. When someone, in this case the wife, betray her spouse, her husband, it doesn't deserve to be wife, zawjah. No, it's women of the Aziz. Yeah, so it's precise. But in the other part of the Quran, when it's a harmonious relationship, is zawjah or zawj in husband. Plural is azwaj. So the Quran is so precise in that thing. Okay. So the other thing, the last thing probably that I would like to close the reading today is related to gossip. Yeah, in Islam there are three types of gossip, right? We know of something called ghibah, or in English it's called backbite. So you say something truth about someone behind his or her back. It's still wrong. Yeah, even though it's a truth. So that's first. Second, saying a lie, buhtan. Yeah, so buhtan is saying something lie about someone behind his or her back, or a slander in English. So that's the second. The third one is when you are in the gathering and someone make ghibah, make a backbite, or make a slander, and then you report it back to the person that is that's being backbited, yeah, backbitten. So yeah, so this is also in Islam is called namimah. So namimah is, yeah, for example, someone talk about me, and then in a gathering, and someone from that gathering came to see me and mentioned that, oh, so and so talk about you. Yeah, so that's also sin in Islam, even though they are telling the truth, right? No, it's not. It's not about telling the truth. You need to cut this thing off. Yeah, gossip is destroying the community. Yeah, so that's why in Surat Al-Hujurat that we learned last week, and also here, stop it. Yeah, because gossip just getting bigger by the day. Yeah, so ghibah, backbite, slander, yeah, or buhtan and namimah, bringing back to the person that is being talked about. Yeah, it's all not good. Yeah, so in general, it's like that. Of course, there is very minimal exception during criminal situation, for example, that you need to become a witness that you say something about other people. But in general, stop it. Yeah, don't say that I'm telling the truth. No, it's not. Yeah, not about the truth like that. It's destroying community. Yeah, if you have good intention, reconcile between the two. Don't tell this and make a problem between these two people. Reconcile. If you really want to care about this person, reconcile between them. Don't tell this so-called true, and then these two person now become they would fight each other, right? So aku qouli hadza astaghfiruh innahu huwa ghafurur rahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.